So I was always like physically healthy. When this happened, I was probably in the best shape of my life. I'm a food nut, so I'm also a health food nut. Like I read a lot, and I'm a nurse. I know medicine, and so like I know like what's gonna kill you. And what happened? One day, groceries in the back, I'm driving down the road, I block out, I hit a telephone pole, car ends up on the railroad track, 10 feet from the Connecticut River, and next thing I know, I wake up in the critical care unit at Dartmouth. And they did a CT scan, and in the scanner, apparently I had a seizure. And I had been in the unit for a week or so, unbeknownst to me. And I woke up with my boys around me and friends, and like I had no idea what had happened. The part that was most surprising is I was totally paralyzed on the whole left side of my body. After a few days at Dartmouth, I was lucky enough to be sent to Mount Scottney. And people kept telling me, you want to go to Scottney? Yeah, when I first get to Scottney, I'm helpless, right? I mean, I can use my right side, my leg and my arm. I couldn't stand, I couldn't move in bed. You know, I was paralyzed. Everything had to be done. You know, they used lift to get me into a chair. To get me to the bathroom, they had to put me from a lift to the bathroom. Which, you know, and being a nurse and having had to do that myself with other people, that's special. And, you know, people who do that are special, you know. And I recognize that because I know nursing that are special. You know, you don't get that all the time. And you're so helpless because I always had this idea that you have a stroke, you're dead. With a stroke, you know, you lost it, you never get it back. And I didn't want that. That's totally wrong. And the people at Mount Scottney taught me that. And that's a big, big statement. Like, okay, you've had this happen, we're gonna make the best of it, you're gonna get better, don't give up. And that was continuous throughout the whole time. There was never any of them that didn't make me feel empowered. What happened is, one day, every day the doctor would come in and he'd squeeze your hands, you know, squeeze my hands, check it, and the left side would do nothing. And this one particular day, my ring finger moved, and nothing else had ever moved. I'd just keep working on moving that finger. And I actually filmed it. And next, I got my hand to start to do this, and I just kept doing it over and over again until it moved. And retracing it, letting the circuits rebuild themselves, remembering that, all right, yeah, you can do that. And so once that started happening, I could walk with a walker, I could get up to a walker, and this leg was basically dead. Although I was pretty fragile, I was kind of weak, and I didn't have you know, very good balance, but I was getting PT a couple of times a week at the house here. And I just said, I'm done with this wheelchair. And I just like put it to one side, and it's down in the basement now, and it's like, so I was just using the walker, and I would like force myself to use the walker, because then I forced myself to keep moving.
I think of him every day. I thought of you this morning.
Going to there to see everybody all again was like so invigorating. So I want to say thank you all to all the people, the faces that I've seen again, who were really a part of my recovery and helped me get to where I am today. And then to go back and see two of them that were in the part of the Breakfast Club, who are now walking and their hands are moving. You know, I mean, they maybe a little bit of a limp. Like I have a little bit of a limp, but I'm working on it. I have such a bond with the people that were there. Every one of them, you know, there's not one of them that wasn't so positive, and so they made me feel like it was going to be okay now, you know, and to work at it. And when I left, was getting ready to leave Mount Scottney, they all came to see me, a good bunch of them, you know, came to see me as I was packing up. And one of them asked me, what are your goals? And I said, well, my first goal is I want to be able to cook again. I want to be in the kitchen. I want to, you know, when I usually put music on and I'm cooking, it's kind of like a dance, you know. It's choreographed between the counter, the stove, all the different things. That's part of cooking, the romance of cooking. And I want to be able to do that again. The biggest thing I took away is I learned the lesson that it's not forever. You know, like you can fix this. I mean, that doesn't mean you're going to be perfect. You're going to have scars. I'm not crippled anymore. Like, I'm still a whole person. And even if I was unable to use my arm or my leg, I'd still be a whole person.